Welcome back to our electric guitar setup course. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to set the pickup height, at least for a Telecaster style guitar, but really you can apply this to pretty much any guitar with 1, 2, or 3 or more pickups. Follow this course from the very beginning and learn how to do a pro level setup on your electric guitar, hit the link below where you can sign up for this course 100% free. We'll walk through every part in sequence, starting at neck relief, string height, intonation, and finally pickup height. We'll talk about link to all the tools that you need to get the job done that I use to do my guitar setup. So let's jump into pickup height. According to Fender specs, and this is how I always set my guitars up as well, the height of the pickup should be about 5/64 of an inch when you fret the strings on the bass side and 4/64 on the treble side for both the neck and bridge pickups. And then you can adjust them to taste. So this adjustment will have a pretty big impact on the tone. It will have an impact on how loud your different pickups are. So like for example, if you have a guitar and the neck position is a lot quieter than the bridge position, you can raise the neck pickup and lower the bridge a little bit, and that will sort of balance them out. And it'll also change, how hard your signal hits the amp and how much it drives the amp. Closer to the strings will be a little higher output. Further from the strings will be a little lower output. So there are advantages and disadvantages to both, and it's kind of like a matter of taste, but this will kind of get you in a good starting point. So the tool you're going to need for this is going to be this string action guide. You need to be able to measure in 64ths of an inch. And then you'll also need a screwdriver. Typically these are going to be Phillips head screws to adjust the pickups up and down on your guitar. So the first thing you do is just press down on the string, fret it at the last fret, and see how high your pickup is, and you want to go from the top of the pole piece to the string, and mine is sitting right at 3/64 of an inch. So this neck pickup needs to come down just a little bit. So I'll take my screwdriver, I'll loosen the screw a little bit, and that will cause the neck pickup to lower. So now we check it again, and a little adjustment goes a long way. So now we're sitting right at close to 6/64 of an inch, or 3/32. So I'm going to raise it back up. I went a little too far. Raise it back up a little bit. I went a little back too far. Now we're at 4. I went from 6. I went from 3 to 6 to 4. Now I need to go back down just a touch. 5/64, that is perfect. Now do the same thing on the treble side, so fret it at the last fret, take the measurement right at about 3/64 of an inch, so that's perfect. So my neck pickup is set. Do the same thing with the bridge pickup. This tool is great because you can just flip it over, and the measurements are on the other side as well. So the bridge pickup looks pretty good. I actually like the bridge to be kind of hot on my guitar, so when I go to the bridge, it drives the amp a little more. You can do that by having a higher output bridge pickup or setting it a little bit closer to the strings. So 4/64 is just about right, and then I want to go 3/64 on the treble side. And it's at 4, so the treble side of the bridge needs to come up just a little bit. So you're going to do that adjusting this screw. There, it came up just a little bit. This thing wants to stick. All right, here we go. Fret it on the last fret. Take the measurement. 3/64 of an inch. It is set. The pickup height adjustment is usually the easiest one. But like I said, it will have a huge impact on your tone. So there you go. Those 4 steps will get your guitar playing about as good as it possibly can. Again, we started with neck relief, adjusting the truss rod so we set it just right. String height or string action, how high the strings are off the fretboard. Then we did intonation, so the guitar plays in tune all the way up and down the neck. And finally, we did pickup height adjustment. And if you follow these steps, all your guitars will play really well, probably at their optimum level as far as playability goes. Like I said, I do this on every single guitar that I own, and I do it pretty regularly because you want to make sure these adjustments happen so your neck doesn't get out of alignment too far for too long. It can cause damage. And just so your guitars play really nice, play really well. It's kind of cool too to do this for friends. If you learn how to do this, a lot of my friends bring their guitars to me, and I'll do a setup on it, and they get it back and like, this feels like a brand new guitar. And that's really what it does for you. Thank you so much for following along in this course. I hope all of your guitars are just going to play awesome from now on. Another thing you can do with this is you can take inexpensive guitars, because guitars that are made overseas, like in China, Korea, Indonesia, they're being made really well. So the frets are all level. It's just they don't get set up by hand, you know, like a more expensive guitar would. So you can take, you know, a Squier or any kind of a more budget-friendly guitar and do this whole setup on it, and it'll play like a more expensive guitar. And if you learn how to do a little bit of fret dressing, which this guitar needs it, then you can really make it play and feel like an expensive guitar. So this is a great tool to have as a guitar player. Thanks for following along. See you in the next one. Bye.